Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please.
Mr. Long.
Here.
Mr. Greenwell. Mr. Hammond.
Here.
Are there any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
Approval of the meeting, approval of the minutes of the meeting of August 7th, 2025.
I recommend approval.
We're not gonna, we're gonna
Oh, we're
suspend,
gonna
suspend it.
suspend it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, well, I'm a correction now, I'm gonna defer them.
Okay, and I concur. Number 5, bid openings, a quote for the Sibley Street lighting. Looks like there is one from Hawk Enterprises. The quote from Hawk for the Sibley Street lighting is $26,296.77. Again, that's $26,296.77.
If you could refer that to the consultant for review and recommendation, please.
I recommend we
Refer to the consultant,
refer to the consultant for
Review and
tabulation, tabulation.
review and recommendation.
Okay, and I concur. Okay, now we're going to move on to quotes for the Linden French drain, and it looks like we have 2. The first one is from Grimmer. Grimmer's quote is $17,980. Again, that's for the Linden French drain, and it's $17,980. The second quote is from Sawyer, sorry. And their quote is $12,500. It's got a note on here that there is a dewatering, $500 daily, hydro evacuating, $4,000 daily, so I don't know if that is part of the quote or extra, but just throwing
not
that
sure.
in there. So $12,500 is their quote, though.
Thank you. Ask that you also refer this to the consultant for review and recommendation.
Yes. I recommend.
And I concur.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, moving on to matters from other department heads or their representatives.
Can I stay?
You can stay.
Good morning to the board.
Good morning.
I have for you, I'm sorry that I didn't get this in earlier. We are reconstructing Homan Avenue between Russell and Douglas. Grimmer Construction is a subcontractor to Milestone. Grimmer has requested from Franciscan a piece of the parking lot on Homan Avenue, the use of that parking lot on Homan Avenue for staging, for equipment storage, pipe storage, materials, equipment, that sort of stuff. So Franciscan owns the property. The intention is at some point in the next several months, that property will be conveyed over to the city. So we want to make sure that, so Franciscan's asked for an agreement between Grimmer and Franciscan, including the City of Hammond, the Redevelopment Commission, Franciscan's subsidiary Ton and Blank, all be signatory to the agreement so that all parties are aware of what's going on. So I'm asking for the approval for the president to execute the city's portion of the agreement for Grimmer to use staging on Homan Avenue, and I have 5 copies for your signature.
Okay.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir.
Okay, anything else from department heads or their representatives?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. President and Board. We do have a property owner here on a property that we continue to September 11th, but since he's here, I'd like to, if we could bring him up.
Okay.
This is on 607 State Street.
Okay, it's not on the agenda?
Correct, it's not,
Okay.
it didn't, yeah, because
607
we had,
State.
it originally was for 8/14, it got moved to 9/11, and I don't think he got notice of that, so he showed up here. The last time it was before the board was May 8th of 25. Mr. Garros appeared. Stucco and brickwork had been finished on the outside. He mentioned that we needed new garage doors, and we had kind of asked about a plan for what was going on in the interior. I remember Mr. Luter indicating that at the time, and I think he was going to try to get inside. I don't know if that happened. I've been by the building. It looks great from the outside. I just don't know what the plan is for the inside, so I'm going to turn it over to Paul and see what's going on.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Paul Garris. So we've put the garage door on there from the outside. We're waiting for Cherville Glass to put on the front doors and the side door, the glass doors for now. On the inside, we're still trying to get leasees to run through the property so we can know what to build exactly inside.
So do you have any kind of time frame in mind when this is going to be completed?
That has to kind of collide or coincide with the building of the train station and finishing the train station for it to actually transpire fully. But I'd love to have it, somewhere in 2026 where it's leased,
Okay.
I mean, I'm satisfied that the work that's been performed on the outside, I mean, you remember, I'll just show you some pictures back from February. You may recall like kind of how it was looking like.
Yeah, I do kind of remember this property, so.
And I wish I had some updated ones because the outside looks really good. You have any updates, right? Yep. Yeah, so I don't know if Mr. Luter has an opinion or, I don't know if Jordan's here. Mr. Pollock's also here, I think, or no? No? Okay. So I don't know if Mr. Luter has any suggestion. I mean, obviously, it's not in a situation that I would consider to be unsafe any longer from the outside. And I understand that, somebody that has a commercial property on State Street in that area, it's definitely going to be improved once the train comes. We still have a demo order. I don't think we necessarily need a demo order any longer. So I don't know, Mr. Luter, do you have a recommendation or? Okay, so the recommendation by the inspections department is to rescind the order of demolition at this time, and we can just keep it on we'll just turn it over to the inspections department to keep an eye on it, and building department to watch for permits and stuff. So we'll do an order to rescind. We'll just get that on the agenda, Linda, for next week, and then we can move forward from there.
And we don't need a status date
I
of
don't
any
think we
kind?
need a status date at this time.
Okay.
And we'll vacate the September 11th date as well.
Okay, so no action today.
No action today,
Okay.
except the next action for the board will be the order to rescind, which should be on the agenda for next week.
Got it.
Okay,
Okay.
Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me add it.
Oh, no problem. Okay, anything else from department heads or their representatives? Okay, moving on to correspondence, letter A. Correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, requesting the approval for the following officers to be promoted to the following ranks. Robert Trost to lieutenant, Ronald Rogers, Robert Taylor, Kevin Howland, and Michael Ciccatelli to the rank of Master Sergeant, with promotions and pay adjustments to be made effective August 15th, 2025.
I recommend Chief Short's request.
And I concur. Letter B, correspondence received from Lauren Thill, the art table requesting to close the alley between Paul Henry's Art Gallery and the Toll Theater on Friday, August 15th, 2025, from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m., submitted for approval.
Good morning. I spoke with the Chief of Staff regarding this. This is the ongoing project downtown called Arts Alley. It's the alley behind the Toll Theater. And so Ms. Thiel is part of that, and I'd request its approval as presented.
Okay.
I recommend approval.
And I concur. Letter C, correspondence received from Jamie Sandona, St. John the Baptist, requesting to close Lincoln Avenue between 119th Street and Benedict Avenue on September 13th, 2025, from 6 p.m. until September 14th, 2025, at 6 p.m. to hold their parish picnic. Anybody from St. John the Baptist here today? I think it's good, right? It's for one day.
For one day, right?
That's short, though, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Mr. President, I failed to recognize Ms. Thiel. She's here in the front row. So I just wanted to make sure if she had anything to say regarding B, that of course, she's here, and I didn't want to, steal her thunder if you had anything. Yeah. Do you have any? Yeah, sir, sure. Sorry about that.
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Hi, good
I'm
morning.
Lauren Teal. I'm the founder of the Art Table, and we are planning on a beautiful evening, Friday evening. So Thank you so much for allowing us to actually utilize the space and start doing an artist's alleyway. So everyone is invited. It's from 6 to 9. There's going to be beautiful artwork. It's a self-portraiture workshop, and we hope to continue doing stuff like this throughout the rest of the year as well. So
Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
yes, thank you for
Good-
having me.
Good luck, too.
Thank you.
Okay, so St. John C., you made a recommendation?
Yes, sir.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Okay, letter D, correspondence received from Eileen Ibarra, Special Events Coordinator, requesting permission to hold the 2025 Hammond Veterans Appreciation Day Parade on November 1st, 2025, starting at 8 a.m. with approval from the Hammond Police Department. They've signed off on it.
Yeah. I recommend approval.
And I concur. Number 8, matters from board members. You have anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Moving on to number 9, new business. Letter A, funding allocation request form requesting $12,000 of the Second District Gaming Fund to be allocated to the Park Gaming account at Festival Lake, submitted for approval. And it's been signed by the controller and the mayor.
I recommend approval.
And I concur. Letter B, contract for demolition services with JM Industrial Services Incorporated for the property located at 911 Bauer Street in the amount of $49,600, submitted for approval.
Good morning, Board. I'd just like to explain the cost of this project, this situation. 911 Bauer was a 2-story house fire with a hoarding situation. FDA requested an emergency demolition so they could pull apart wood and get water on the fire. That day, JM came out with their equipment, assisted in putting out the fire. Becomes an emergency demolition at this point, then they have to come in and they have to have an outside inspector, state inspector, on premises the whole time that it's being demolished, hauled away, test for asbestos and whatever else may be. And it also has to be separated. It was the house was stuffed, and it's going to be difficult to separate all the contents to dispose of properly, so you know.
Okay.
Okay, I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you, Kevin.
Moving on to letter C, right-of-way permits. Looks like there's 9 of them received from engineering, submitted for approval.
Yes, sir. Good
Morning,
morning,
Mark.
Ward. We have multiple NIPSCO ones, gas, repairing their service lines to properties, so forth. Some alleyways may have to be shut down for a short duration. And another one is 2638, 167th Place for Dykstra Plumbing. Actually, that's a sewer line lateral that's in the middle of the alley, so they're going to have traffic control just for a duration of probably 5 hours.
Okay,
So I would recommend approval.
thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
I recommend approval.
And I concur. Letter D, request for gas station exemption hearing for the Hammond Shell Truck Stop 3350 Calumet, submitted for approval.
Okay.
Good morning to the board.
Are we starting
Kevin, this one's just to set the date for the hearing.
just to set
This
the date, I'm
particular
sorry.
one. This particular one, yes.
Okay.
There's another one later on, another gas station. That's the date.
Okay. I recommend we set this for August 28, 2025.
And I concur.
Thanks, Mark.
Letter E, garage sale permits submitted for approval. Barry must be having theirs. Yep,
I recommend approval.
and I concur. Letter F, notice of violation hearing for 1032 Bauer Street.
Yes, the owner of the property did hire a contractor. They said that the work has been done, has been performed. I was just told yesterday, so we haven't done a reinspection yet. So if we can please continue this to 9/18, I'd appreciate it.
918.
9/18. Yeah, I recommend we set this for status for 9/18.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I concur. Okay. Letter G, notice of violation hearing for 1535 173rd. Is that street, place? Okay,
Thank you.
okay. Okay,
All right. Morning, Board.
morning.
Morning.
Property was inspected on July 17, 2025 by myself and Inspector Castro. Property contains a non-conforming basement apartment, ceiling height measured at 6'3", under the minimum 7-foot compliant, and then has glass block windows all around the property, so no forms of egress. Owner was made aware of this through the inspection report that we gave them. They agreed that they would remove the unit. We just asked the board's approval.
Okay. I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, letter H, late business license hearing for Calumet Monument and Stone.
Morning.
Good morning. Can you move to this one, sir, for me, please? Thank you. Could you give us your name?
I'm Tom Rogan, or Thomas Rogan.
Okay, Mr. Rogan, can you tell us what happened?
Well, I don't think I really could, but here's the curiosity. Somehow, first of all, in 2 years, we will have been in business for 100 years here in Hammond.
Wow.
So 1927 is when the company started. And I'm a lifelong resident, well, resident until I got married and I moved away. But my business has always been here, our family business. So we've never had this happen before, but something happened, and I don't have the paper in front of me, 2016 or so, the license was missed. I think it was missed the next year, and the next year, nothing was ever set. Then we paid, and that payment was accepted, and then I think we paid the next year, and then another year was missed, and then we paid this year. They returned the check, and I can't explain because that's too long ago, but it would seem to me something broke down somewhere along. We've been a good citizen. We pay our bills. We're not deadbeats. I suspect that perhaps something happened back in 16, 17 or whatever, and they sent in a check and they returned the check and it just got left on a desk and got passed by. But I think it's fair to pay the license. I don't think it's fair to pay the penalty.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So as you know, I look at the past when I first started. So I didn't start taking over until 24. So when he turned in his application for the 25 license, because they expire June 30th of every year. When they expire, we're going into the next year. So when I say 25, he turned it in 24. So that's when I kind of was getting there. So when he turned in his application, he didn't have everything with it. I reached out back then in 24 and got no response. When he turned in his application, it wasn't even completely filled out. So I had only one number to reach out to. This year, when he turned everything in, I sent it all back with a checklist of everything that we need. We send out postcards that also have a checklist on it to let them know what we need and what's required. So upon this time of me sending everything back, I also sent the past due. I can't speak for the past. It's just, if he has any cleared checks from the past, I would be more than happy to look into it. But as of right now, I gave you the past due as well as that paper. So that's what's due.
So it looks like, what is that, 6, 9, 12? 12 years together, altogether?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 years.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
he did pay for 2025. We did put that check through, anticipating him, reaching back out, but he didn't. So he doesn't owe for the business license for 2025, but he owes for the late fee for 2025, which was last year's.
Okay, so Mr. Rogan, I appreciate the fact that you've been in business for so long in the city, but we need to find out what's causing you to continually miss paying. And you said you moved. Do you live in the area still, or do you?
Yes, I live in the area.
Okay, you live in the area. Do you take care of this part of your business?
No, I have someone in the office that does that, and Howard fell through it, so I said, I can't. It's too long ago, and there's been several people that have gone through that position of handling the business license and all.
Okay, so, but what can you identify as the reason why it's happened so many times?
I can't. I'd be telling a story or making something, I'm not gonna do that. So all I can say is, we've been good all these years, and it's not the characteristic of our family not to pay the bill.
So what is the city's stance on this? Just send it to Ms. Sursick possibly to work out some kind of arrangement?
We usually don't work on late
Business license?
But, it's in the, I mean, obviously, Ms. Serrano's gonna give us a recommendation. I would just note that it's gotta look, I think the board, my recommendation to the board would be just look at the totality of the circumstances, but I understand Ms. Serrano. And I would say that, obviously, since Ms. Serrano has taken over the job, we've become more aggressive with figuring out what's going on with their businesses, because what was happening in the past was businesses weren't paying, and we weren't necessarily pursuing. That's not, and by the way, there's no time limit for us to determine when we're gonna pursue or not. We have the right to do that at any time. But I also, appreciate the fact that Mr. Rogan's business has been here. The city's very appreciative of what he's done for the city. So I get it. It's a tough one. But Ms. Serrano's trying to do her job, and she has a job to do. So, I appreciate whatever her recommendation is as well.
May I talk with you?
Of course, yes.
Okay, so, he has been an establishment in the city for a very long time. He was late 2 times in the past and did pay on them. I couldn't find anywhere where he's ever had a waiver before, so this would be his first time. What I am suggesting is that he, of course, pay the business license fee portion, but as far as the late fees, I am suggesting maybe paying half.
Of the late
Which,
fee?
of the 1,200, it would be 600 in late fees instead of 12.
Okay. What do you think? Does the city have any objection if we were to waive the late fees, but make it very clear to Mr. Rogan moving forward that this won't be acceptable again?
Board's decision. Yeah,
Board's decision.
We respect the board's decision.
Mr. Rogan, after speaking with Mr. Kleina here, I think we're inclined to waive the late fees, but I want to make it very clear to you that whoever's job it is to pay this, if they're late again, you're gonna get assessed the late fee. There's really nothing I can do the next time.
And I understand that.
Okay, so, and really, a lot of this goes back to the fact that you've been here so many years and doing business with the city of Hammond, which we appreciate, so.
Okay.
Any objection, you guys?
No.
Is that okay? Okay.
All right, I recommend we waive the late fees for all the years.
And I concur.
Very good.
Mr. Rogan, if you'd like to, after the meeting, you can get a copy of this and go downstairs and get caught up. Or you can, he has 30 days to pay it?
30 days.
You have 30 days to make
Very-
good if
very
you'd like to,
good.
okay? And thanks for being here today. Just make sure you're not late again, okay?
Great. And I will.
Okay.
I have another personal edge. When I came here this morning, I was confident of who I was, and I came in, I sat down, and if you'll look at the monitor, I sit here by myself and I look. Who's that guy with the bald spot? I didn't know I had that. I'm not kidding. I don't see this. I don't see that. Bald. And this is disturbing. So I came here and now I'm leaving with a bald. And I know you have no sympathy.
None. I see mine every day, so, yes. So, okay, so if you'd like to stay afterwards, we'll get you a copy of this, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Rogan.
All right.
Okay. Okay. I concurred already, right? We're
Yeah.
good?
Yep.
Okay. Moving on to letter I, gas station exemption, 7306 Indianapolis Boulevard, Rara Sahib Incorporated. Sixers is the name of the station.
Yes.
Is anybody here? Come on up, sir.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hold on one second. Let me hear from the city first, okay?
Yeah, so this is, you may recall, this is the property, 7305. We had a very exciting hearing last year We heard from one of the neighbors regarding the car wash. Since that time, I know the car wash has been torn down. It's under construction, I believe, now. It looks like it's going to be a great finished product, which we're happy about. I guess Mr. Novak can fill us in maybe on where he believes we are on a timetable and if there's been any issues with the building department or zoning during construction.
Yeah, I mean, out for Bill, they've been calling for inspections. Everything looks good on that end. Yeah, I mean, it's coming along. You've seen it, I'm sure, driving by. It looks great. The car wash is no more. That made the neighbors happy. And I'm amazed. It almost looks like there's going to have more floor space, yet it looks like it almost takes up less space on the lot. There's more room for parking. You know, once everything's done, I'm sure you guys will put some plants or things like that in there. You know, they're going to plant some grass, things like that. But, I mean, because it's under construction, I don't see any zoning issues on my end. I mean, once it's open, it'll be assumedly very nice and compliant.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that the owners still understand that the findings that we had back in '24, or maybe it was '23, I can't remember when we did these.
23,
That, you know, one of those was to make sure we were on fuses. I assume that you're still on fuse, or you will be.
I spoke with Lieutenant Godey. They were in compliance with FUSIS, so as long as they continue that relationship after it's completed, we're fine.
Okay, great. And you understand like the other things about signage that we talked about originally and all the other, you know, there's ADA parking space. I assume that's all going to be compliant.
Yeah, because so they had to go to the BZA and all that. So we worked out the site plan and the ADA parking and making sure that the front entrance is accessible and all that.
Okay, yeah, I think I have no objection. Obviously, we're real pleased with the improvements and the investment in the city. Thank you for that.
Thank you for allowing us.
You know, I think, you know, obviously, Mr. Novak will go out between now and this time next year, and if there's any issues, we'll let them know.
Yeah, and I do know that they're caught up on their business license as well, so.
Okay. Gentlemen, do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, thank you for just allow us to put a new building and all that. Thanks for time.
Well, thank you for building what's going to be a beautiful gas station. So, and make sure you continue the relationship with the police department as far as the FUSIS cameras go. Okay?
Yeah, we already installed the cameras all around the parking lot everywhere. Today, we're getting a NIPSCO there. Once we on operation, we just call the city and give the fuses to the city.
What's the grand opening date, just out of curiosity?
It depends on NIPSCO, 2-3 weeks.
Oh, that close, so, great, okay.
Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gordon.
We need to recommend.
Recommend approval.
Recommend approval.
And I concur. Okay, letter J, resolution regarding wage accounting adjustment.
We request approval of this resolution as presented. It has to do with a employee that passed away and just an accounting adjustment down at the controller's office.
Okay,
I recommend approval.
and I concur. Letter K, first extension of agreement to rehabilitate property located at 944 Murray Street, submitted for approval.
It should be signed by the owner. There should be a date of expiration at the top.
It is signed, and November 13th is the date.
Okay, so I'd request that any other hearing that we have on this be vacated and that we get a date right around that, right before it, if we can.
November 6th?
There's actually a date on November 13th.
Let's do it,
if you-
November
Oh, yeah,
13th.
you want to do the 13th?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay. I recommend approval and set this for status for November 13th.
and I concur. Letter L, agreement to rehabilitate property located at 1047 Moss Street, submitted for approval.
Same thing, it should be signed by the owner. This is one that was before us recently, so there should be a new expiration date.
The new expiration date is,
Oh, it's not at the top.
no,
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Oh, it's the same thing, November 13th.
In the letter itself, it says November 13th, so I'm assuming that's
Yep.
it. So we'll go with that same day? Make a
Yes, and
recommendation?
vacate any other status dates, yep.
Vacating, okay.
Okay. Recommend approval and set it for status for November 13th and vacate other previous dates.
And I concur. Okay, moving on to old business, number 10, letter A, status for 51 Webb.
Okay, Mr. Luter's here with me today, I believe, on most of these. 51 Webb, as you know, Mr. Abdullah has been appearing. He's the tax sale purchaser. We do have some updated photos. I'm going to show you the shed as it existed, and you'll see that Mr. Abdullah did take it upon himself to shed knock down.
Yeah.
Great news. The last time we were here, we had kind of an ongoing discussion with Mr. Abdul about what, as tax sale purchaser, he's not really able to do much on the property. He has, however, in my opinion, done more than we get from most tax sale purchasers, so we appreciate that. He's also been, I think, maintaining the grass or something.
I have been, yes.
Yeah. The only thing that has come up on my end is I recently got an inquiry from a title company that made it sound like maybe the current owner is trying to sell it. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I have not.
Okay,
known
so I guess I would just say keep an eye out, because if they're
Yeah.
gonna sell it, they're gonna pay all the taxes and, all that, but I don't know if that happens.
They have to pay, I guess.
Correct,
from my
they'd be
lawyer
paying you
that-
back too. So-
Well, yeah, right, but they have to pay it by September 10th if they don't pay
Yeah,
by then.
and this was
it's-
recently, so I don't
yeah.
know if it's gonna happen or
I'm
not.
not really sure, honestly.
I'm trying to see, the last deed right now on the recorder's site is 2019, so that's, I think, the one that you're getting your tax deed
Right.
on, so. But other than that inquiry out of the blue from a title company, I haven't heard anything. I don't know if anybody's here, any of the neighbors. Doesn't look like it, so that's quieted down. Mr. Abdul, is it still your intention, once you get the tax deed late this year or early next year, to rehab the property?
It is, yes. Yes, I'm hoping as soon as I can. I did get the general contractor license.
Oh, you
Got
did?
approved for that, yes, sir.
Okay.
And as soon as I get it, start working on it as soon as I can.
Yeah, we really appreciate you tearing down that shed or garage, whatever it is.
That's no problem.
I remember there was questions last time whether you could or should, so we appreciate you doing it, so.
I just hope there's repercussions for me doing it, so.
I mean, if there's any repercussions for knocking that shed down,
Yeah.
I doubt
I'm
anyone
just
is gonna
saying,
rehab
yeah, I
it,
just-
so.
I think you'll be fine.
I hope so.
So what's the city's recommendation?
Yeah, I mean, I guess outside of any complaint, and Bill, you haven't heard of any? Okay, so outside of any complaint, I have no problem, as long as Mr. Abdullah is committed to keeping the yard looking good, and we don't have to pay for doing that, because we would, obviously, if it got out of hand, and we'd have to put it on the taxes. As long as he's committed to doing that and keeping an eye on the place, making sure if the door, we had a couple issues with the door being knocked in.
Also, there was a window that was busted in. I did board it up.
Okay,
I had somebody
great.
go board it up. This is pictures of it. That window was busted, so they just had somebody board it up.
Should we set something around that September 10th date that you say they would have
To
to?
see if it was redeemed or not?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you
We
wanna?
can, yeah. We
Okay,
can
why don't we
if
do
you
like maybe,
Fourth?
he may, or I was gonna say after, because they get it to the
after the
10th, so
fact,
after
yeah.
the
So the
10th.
18th?
The 11th is the
18th.
next day, should be the next
They
week.
may have some time to notify him, so can we
Right.
do the 18th?
18th,
Yeah.
okay.
Would you be okay coming back on the 18th?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I recommend we set this for status for September 18th.
And I concur. Thank you, sir.
No problem, yes.
Okay, moving on to letter B, status for 251 Detroit. I have the pictures already, Kevin, you gave them accidentally.
Oh, I did? Okay, great.
Thank you, no, you're good, you're good.
251 Detroit was last here on July 31st. There was a failure to appear by Ms. De La Rosa, and the email, I guess an email was received that the windows were done. However, due to the extreme heat, Ms. De La Paz, due to the extreme heat, no painting had occurred yet, and we said it today with an order to appear. I don't see her online either.
I don't see her online, nor was she here. She was told by email, both from the law department and myself, that she needed to be here today. As you see the pictures I took yesterday, the windows have been repaired satisfactorily. The house looks ready to be painted. There's just, it looks like it's been scraped and prepped, but there's obviously no painting going on.
With owner-occupied properties, and we know this is a single mom, I think we've always tried to work with them, and I want to
Right.
continue to do that. I just would ask the 3rd District Inspector, who I think I saw somewhere
Yeah,
around
they
here. He left.
left already.
All right, they all took off.
Yeah.
I would
They
ask the
had
3rd
work to
District
do.
Inspector, I'm sure Mr. Luter will make sure that they get this information.
Yeah, we
to
can stay on top of that.
hop
I have her
over.
email. I'll stay with her on this.
Can we set it for maybe that September 18th date?
Okay,
All right, I recommend we set this for status for, September 18th.
With an order to appear.
Oh, with an order to appear.
and I concur. Moving on to letter C, status for 1152 Roosevelt.
I'll get some photos to you and let Mr. Luter give you an update.
Again, I was there yesterday with the contractor. I believe the owner is here and give us a true timeline on when they think it'll be complete, but they're probably at that 85% complete state.
Yeah, it looks great on the outside. How you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Could you give us your name, please?
Rafael Garcia.
And what's your association with the property?
I own the property.
You own the property?
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of kind of when you're going to be completed with everything?
Well, the guy, he moved all the cars yesterday. They have like a trailer and a work truck and a bobcat and all that. And Bill, he was there yesterday. So I left like around 6:30 at night, and he moved all the trucks. And he promised me he's gonna cut all the grass or whatever. But if they don't do it, I'm gonna do it myself, and I'm gonna keep it clean, and then he can come by and look at it. I mean, because I keep telling him, you know, we're just fixing the house next door,
right?
And we wanna put it for sale, and we just want to make sure everything looks nice, and we don't have none of that in there.
We do have an updated rehab agreement for Mr. Garcia because the previous one expired on April 30th. It was
Yeah, and I
signed.
have to sign it, right?
Yeah, we just need you to sign it. If you sign that, we'll have the board sign it today, and it expires November 30th. So if we could have a date in and around November 30th for a status, I have a feeling we'll be very close to being done.
You said it expires November 30th? That's a Sunday.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I guess we just pick a date,
Date, okay,
end of
got it.
November, so.
November 13th.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. You're right, Don. We never pick a Sunday. November 13th.
Whatever you want, Mr. Smith.
November 13th, so we want to set that same November 13th date?
Yeah,
If we could, sure.
okay. I recommend we set this for status for November 13th.
And I would also request that the rehab agreement be approved.
Okay. Oh, and also, I recommend approval of the new rehab agreement.
And I concur.
By November 13th, I think you're done well.
The house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, another
Bill,
3 weeks.
can you make sure he knows the new date's November
Yeah, so
13th?
November 13th, of course, if the property's done before that and we issue an order to
Absolutely,
rescind,
yes.
then that'll be
I was
vacated.
gonna say yes.
In the
He's
bank,
leaving about 3 weeks to a month.
yeah, we got
Perfect.
behind a little bit, but in 3 weeks, we get it done.
Okay.
It's gonna be complete.
Okay.
And about the empty lot, this week is gonna be, if they don't do it, we clean it ourselves.
I appreciate it, sir.
Okay?
Okay. Thanks
Thanks
for
so
being
much.
here today.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Okay. What's that? Okay. Letter D, status for 1430 Stanton.
Yes, just to set this matter, just to set the record on this matter, July 31st, we were here. It was a failure to appear by Mr. Luna, the new owner. He's under a agreement to rehabilitate, which expired on July 25th. Mr. Luter indicated that it had passed rough electric, HVAC, and plumbing. We did set it today, hopefully for his attendance. He is not here. Here are some updated photos.
So as you can see, I was able to get into property yesterday. Got some fresh updated pictures. The outside looks great. Inside is definitely an improvement over what was there. And I think my best guesstimation is they're probably 4 to 6 weeks from completion. But without him here to verify that, we just have to,
Was he ordered to appear today?
I believe he was.
I believe he was. I have an order to appear. Linda, do we know if the letter went out?
Yes, it is. So what do we send another letter out? I mean, it looks like we're making progress here at least.
Yeah, I just don't like, so if you may recall, this is the one that Mr. Grabarczyk owned.
Yes.
That he finally sold.
Absolutely, yes.
And Mr. Luna took it over, and obviously we're happy that there's much more work being done since Mr. Luna took it over. It seems like it's on the right track. I'm not sure why he didn't appear. Did he ever respond? That he acknowledged it? He didn't acknowledge the email or the letter to him?
No,
So,
I
okay.
haven't heard from him.
You know, Bill, up to you. I don't know how you want to handle this. You want to do a 4-week status?
I
or
think
you
we
want
do
to have
four
them shorter?
weeks and try and do another order to appear, and hopefully by that time we're getting final inspections in.
Yeah, and I think you just have to contact him and let him know, have the first district inspector let him know he's,
I'll work with him.
blown off
It's
the
me.
board twice now, and they're not real pleased. I can tell Mr. Klein is not happy.
Yeah.
So,
September, what'd you say?
September 11th.
9/11.
September 11th? Is that good?
sure. Is that a third? No, September 11th. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I recommend we set this for status and another order to appear for September 11th.
And I concur. Letter E, status for 1021 Moss.
1021 Moss Street, we've got some new photos, just setting the record again. We were here on May 8th, and Mr. Luter indicated the rehab was going very well. It had been gutted, and we needed a first amended rehab agreement for 90 days. We do have one that expired June 1st. We reset it today for status.
Okay.
And this was a late addition, so it came in yesterday afternoon. I was able to get the pictures this morning. The outside looks good. I did speak with the contractor about cleaning up the mess, and I believe it's the owner's intention to try and have the city pick all that mess up, and she will be advised that she needs to get a dumpster to haul that away.
I believe the owner's Pearl She, is that correct?
Pearl Z is the owner, yes. So I don't have any update on the inside, and now with me no longer doing the building inspections, I'm not sure. I checked, they haven't had any new inspections, so I'm not sure if they're waiting for the final. It's going to be a one unit. At one point, it was a 2-unit or at least a related living before the fire. This house was torn completely down to the foundation and rebuilt as a single-family unit.
Okay, so are we setting a status?
You want to do that 9/11 day again?
Sure.
Are we requiring them to be here next
would like
time?
I would do an order to appear.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, recommend we set this for status for September 11th and an order to appear.
And I'd request that the inspector try to get an interior.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Okay.
It's no problem.
Okay, and I concur. Moving on to letter F, status for 5629 Calumet Avenue.
Here's some updated photos. So you may recall 5629 was on the demo list, and it kind of had that like red, white, and blue door that was collapsing because a car ran into it.
Yeah.
We were concerned about the party wall. The redevelopment department owned the lot next door with the rear building that has been demoed. We had Mr. Vargas, I believe. He's here. We didn't order the demolition of this because he wanted to rehab the property. I've gone by, driven by, it looks so much better, and I was actually pleasantly surprised that he was able to really deal with that party wall, because that was a big deal. So I don't know if Mr. Luter has another.
I was by this morning. I got those fresh pictures again because this was added late. We did get a chance to speak, and it sounds like the windows are going to be delivered this week, but I'll let him get you caught up on that. And as far as that empty lot, I did speak with the inspector. They're going to check to see if that lot has been tagged or get it tagged and get that lot next to him cut.
5627 actually was knocked down.
Yes.
5627 and, which was I think going by Howard, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Howard.
Yeah,
It's
Howard,
Tuesday.
and then the rear building was knocked down. So he had the building right next to it, and he wanted to save it.
Okay. So, Mr. Vargas, are you the owner?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you give us an idea of what you've done so far, kind of what your expectations are moving forward?
Sure. So the front wall, like you said, we did that new. Inside, it's pretty much almost done. I'm waiting for Sailor's Plumbing because they're gonna come and do the water tip. She said that I got a good chance this coming week, if not the following week, but for sure on that period. So I really need the water to move on with the drywall and stuff. So if I can get a month and a half or 2 months, I should be done. I mean, I'm dependent on them, but.
What's the ultimate use of the property? What's your plan for this?
I wanted to use it like for storage. I have a small company, and I wanted to put my tools and stuff there. I'm not sure yet, but that's my plan.
Okay. So if it was used for storage, it would be for tools and stuff like that?
For tools and stuff, yeah, and I kind of separate from the front and the back, but this is my plan, to keep it just to myself.
For your company?
Yeah, for my company.
Okay, and your company is like a construction company?
It's a construction company, yes.
Okay. Any objection with that?
Well, the ultimate use will obviously have to go through
Right.
zoning and make sure it's compliant, but I mean, I think we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, because I went to, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I went to the water department and they highly recommended Silas Plumbing, and that's where I'm going.
So he said a month and a half or 2 months, is that acceptable?
I think so.
So we're going to go to?
October, mid-October?
October.
Or early
9th?
October, I guess.
October 9th or so?
Yeah,
Is that?
for sure, yeah.
Okay,
Recommend we set this for status for October 9th.
and I concur.
Thank
Thanks for being here, sir.
Thank you.
And good luck with the business, okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, number 11, late rental registration hearings, letter A, 5614 Schultz. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Could you give us your name and your association with the property?
Cynthia Riccio, owner of NWI Quality Properties.
Okay, and could you tell us what happened for the year 2025?
I had two immediate family deaths in the family, so I just left it to the side, and that was it. Just two deaths in the family.
Okay, is this the only property you own in Hammond?
No, it's all four.
Oh, okay, all four of them are the same.
So I was going to recommend if we could just hear all four at the same time, since it's all for the same owner. Seems
Okay,
like it'd be all the
so-
same.
I guess we can do that.
Is that an issue, Ken?
We're gonna hear A 5614, so they're all the same,
They're all the
same year,
same, same
everything?
owner, same year, same everything.
Bill, I think we should do each one separately. Let's just do each one
Okay, if you
separately.
want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's easier for us.
Yeah,
sorry.
okay. So we're gonna, for 5614 Schultz, what do you have to say about that, Bill?
We have Northwest Indiana Quality Properties LLC, owner since 7/6/24. I believe there was a change in the LLC name,
Yes.
so it switched its new LLC in 24. It's one unit. They've had no previous appeals, and they're only here for 25.
Okay. You good, Donnie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I recommend we waive the late fees.
And I concur. Okay, moving on to letter B, 7444 Van Buren. Same situation?
Same situation, owner since 4/7/22, one unit, no previous appeals, and only for 25.
I recommend we waive the late fees.
And I concur. Hold on here, catching up. Letter C, 910 Carroll Street.
That Northwest Indiana Quality Properties since 7/1/22, one unit, only 25, no previous appeals.
I recommend we waive the late fees on that one also.
Okay. And last, but certainly not least, letter D, 1121 Benedict.
Yes, the owner since 2/8/23, one unit, 25 only, and no previous appeals.
Recommend we waive the late fees on that one also.
Okay, and I concur.
And now you.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. You know that you have to do it between January 2nd and April 15th?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just,
And these are the only four that you have in Hammond?
yes.
Okay.
If you'd like to stay till after the meeting, we'll give you copies and you can go downstairs and pay if you'd like, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for
thank you.
being here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, number 12, the meeting's now open to the public. Anybody have anything they want to say? Come on up, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
Jose Galvan, Summer Street. Was wondering if if you guys can write a letter to, it was somebody representing the board that does the signs on the street. The construction is done, but they didn't put the no trucks parking on the residential side of Birch Avenue next to Summer and White Oak. They did install one on Willis, not the other ones. So I was just wondering if, because the need for those signs are, there is a need for those signs, because otherwise the semi trucks that have been complaining, they're gonna start parking.
Gotcha.
And then police won't have no tools to say it's no parking here, there's no signs. I'm just, if you can, or if you can actually make sure that, don't take my word, make sure that those streets are residential. I mean, they are.
Dean, do you have any idea what he's talking about with one?
Yeah.
There's actually semis parking.
Well, not right now.
Okay, but they will.
But on Sherman Street, all along, in Willis, they were right in front of my lot, so I have been complaining and they keep moving, but they haven't been parking in months, but I'm trying to make sure that the signs are there.
I can work with Mr. Galvan on understanding this a little better. I'm hearing that we're looking for no truck signs on Sherman and Willis, right? So we can talk about that in detail and make a recommendation.
So, Mr. Galvin, you guys can have that conversation, and we will accept any recommendation Mr. Button makes.
Can I ask one more thing, if it's possible?
Sure.
So there is more people, I'm glad there is more people in the neighborhood from Sherman Street, Willis, and the other nearby streets. There's more people, there's more cars. So I sent an email to see if you can, if someone can study the need for a one-way from Sherman Street to Willis or Willis to Sherman Street, because the street is now narrowed to one, only one vehicle can actually drive into the street, Willis, And now people are parking on both sides of the street. So on Summer Street, in the street is done and finished, people are actually braking because some are turning in, some are driving out into Summer Street. It's kind of like an accident waiting to happen, you know. So the need for a little study to see if you can turn Sherman Street into one way so people can have just can actually park on both sides without the worry about somebody actually coming. It's right now it's being used as a two-way, and it doesn't accommodate two ways. If you go in there, you can see that you can only fit one car in the lane.
So Sherman's a local street. Generally, we allow parking on both sides. The opposing traffic, one has to move out of the way for the other one to pass by. It is more safety that way because it creates conflict right on the roadway. So we wouldn't be interested in thinking about creating a one-way system on there. It's just, as much as what Mr. Galvan is talking about happens, right, where cars try to pass each other and hit the vehicles, you know, that's property damage, and we certainly don't want that to happen. But creating a one-way tends to have vehicles travel more quickly, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
Okay.
Speeding. That's fine, thank you.
Okay, and then you'll talk to him about the other
Yep,
issue?
yeah,
Okay.
thank you,
Thank you, Mr. Galvin. Okay, the meeting is still open to the public if anybody has anything they want to say.
I have something to say. My name is Eric Luna.
Okay?
Yes, I was supposed to be physically at the hearing, but unfortunately I was unable to physically make it.
Were you on the agenda today?
This would be 14:30.
Yes, I was. It was for 1430 Staten Avenue.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, so the house is currently on the demo list, and I got an email that it went to spam, and I'm just here. I'm not really sure what was going to be asked to me.
Well, we were there, Mr. Luna, Bill Luter, we met during the inspection of the property and some of the other inspections. I was in the property yesterday. It looks great. Do you have an idea when that time frame or when it's going to be completed? Right now we have you set for September 11th.
Yes, it was actually supposed to be finished by the first week of August, but because of fund issues, when we were trying to take off the plaster, there was like the old metal sheet that they used to use back in the day, so I had to put extra money to frame it and to put drywall. That was originally not the plan, so it kind of cut me back, but I think the only thing pending in there is just the HVAC. And honestly, yeah, I think it's just the HVAC. And then the decks that need to get repaired as per the demo inspection.
So I would just recommend we keep that 9/11 date. And Mr. Luna, do you think you could be here present, either Zoom or in person, 9/11 at 9 a.m.?
Yes, I sure can.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So that's just the next status date, and hopefully by that time we'll have maybe a better idea of when we're going to be completed.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, anybody else in the public have anything they want to say? Okay.
Thank you, guys.
I recommend adjournment.
And I concur. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.